Today, let's spend some time looking at the next big thing, stocks and SPACs. Which are those companies that are doing really revolutionary, disruptive things in emerging industries or changing the game in existing ones? In this video, I'm going to cover 10 surefire disruptors that have lots of high growth potential, both in the short and long term. But before we get into that, I want to briefly encourage you to join our 10x tribe for free in the bio below. It's an awesome community all around taking your trading to 10x and beyond, where I share daily watchlist portfolios of some of the best stocks and SPACs and cryptos, etc., and also share some free educational courses for you to take. So if you're looking to improve your trading, make more money in 2021, well, I'd say end your 2020 with a beginning. So join us in the 10x tribe and I'll see you there. All right, so digging right in. The first of the top 10 next big thing stocks and SPACs I want to look at is SPCE, which is a ticker for Virgin Galactic Holdings. Now, primarily they're focused on aerospace. Importantly, they have a test flight tomorrow, as well as an expectation of getting their license to fly commercially. Then in Q1 of 2021, Richard Branson, the face of Virgin Galactic, will be flown into space. Definitely should generate a lot of hype and attention. Then shortly after Branson goes up, the first batch of customers will be launched into space, which include high-profile celebrities like Brad Pitt, Justin Timberlake, Leo DiCaprio, all of which have either shown interest or pre-booked, which will definitely increase the media presence of Virgin Galactic. After that, full commercial operations will commence and they'll start making a profit for the first time ever. Sometime after that, they are rumored to be getting into the airline industry with high-speed travel. And basically, I see a number of big future catalysts. And maybe it's not viable in the long term, but it'll definitely shoot off the hype. Now, moving on, I want to talk about another aerospace company, Momentus. Going public through the SPAC ticker SRAC, and unlike Virgin Galactic, which is being geared towards being a luxury travel provider, well, Momentus aspires to be a space infrastructure company for commercial endeavors. For example, on their roadmap for 2035, they talk about asteroid and moon mining. Now, they're definitely an early stage company, definitely akin to the early days of SpaceX, but I think the space industry is going to be massive in the coming decades. And for those who share that vision and are willing to put their money where their mouth is, well, I think they're going to see massive returns on investment as a result. But similar to the space industry, another industry that is really starting to emerge and is also going to be massive in the coming decades is the EV industry. Now, clearly there's been a lot of EV SPACs, there's been a lot of hype around EV SPACs, because people can clearly see the value proposition. But one SPAC in particular is really standing out right now, and that's THCV, which is the ticker of the SPAC taking the company microvast public. Now, microvast is focused on driving mass adoption of EVs, and it's really all about its batteries. They boast best-in-class charging speed, battery life, energy density, and safety performance. The company has been an innovative industry leader for over a decade and has clear visibility for future growth. That comes from its existing pipeline across commercial markets, including e-buses, vans, trucks, passenger vehicles, forklifts, and mining trucks. Microvast is a vertically integrated battery technology company, and their R&D is truly impressive, doing a lot to help them stand out from the pack and really pushing battery technology to a new frontier. A breakthrough in biotechnology has really galvanized a lot of interest and hype, and I think is justifiably labeled the next big thing. And that is CRISPR, which is all about gene editing. In particular, CRISPR Therapeutics, under the ticker CRSP, is one of the market leaders in developing this brand new, innovative approach to public medicine and genetic therapy. Now, CRISPR isn't going to be crazy valuable today or even 5 years, but 10 years from now, I believe it will be used for very powerful things. For example, biofuels, or changing the DNA of something to massively produce valuable substances. Or in the genetic therapy side, to be able to fix problems and heal genetic diseases. You can engineer plants to grow faster or bear plentiful yields. Or you could also harden plants against climate change. There's a lot to like about what is possible with CRISPR, and I'm very excited to see what comes of it. Similar to CRISPR Therapeutics, another one is Beam Therapeutics, under the ticker BEAM. And what sets Beam apart is that Beam is the only company trying to engineer the enzymes to be better, and they've had a lot of great success, so this is another one I'm watching very closely. Another biotechnology company I want to look at is Invitae, under the ticker NVTA. And they've definitely had their headwinds, but I genuinely believe that genetic screening and personalized care is the future of healthcare. And quite simply, I think the health provider industry is moving towards personalized care through genetic history. What NVTA is doing is very exciting, and I think it's another one that's going to be a standout winner over the next decade. Switching gears a little bit, I also want to talk about cybersecurity. And that's something that Telos Corporation, under the ticker TLS, is doing very well. They're a cyber enterprise and cloud security company. And I think this kind of service is going to become more and more critical in the future as we become more and more reliant on technology. Cyber threats can be catastrophic, so this is where TLS comes in. They already have government contracts and are expanding more on their commercial side. Another solid company I think is going to do very well is Square, under the ticker SQ. Square aims to build a two-sided digital payments ecosystem, with products designed for both merchant sellers and consumer buyers. They're doing a lot to revolutionize fintech, which I think is going to be a massive area of disruption and innovation, with massive realized opportunities. I think Square is going to be one to push it. Another company I think is changing the game in a very established industry is Opendoor. They're going public under the ticker IPOB, and what sets them apart from another innovative company, Zillow, is the process by which they operate the buying and selling. You see, unlike the traditional process and pushy agents, instead you go check out the listing with the Opendoor access code. And if you like the place, you buy it on Opendoor. Everything gets done on Opendoor. As a result, the commissions and fees get cut in half because you're removing a lot of the middlemen. It's much more convenient and efficient, and I believe the idea has a lot of potential. And so the last company I want to talk about is Teladoc, under the ticker TDOC. And essentially they're focused on telemedicine and virtual healthcare. And in this day and age, I think this is extremely valuable, and they're helping to streamline a lot of the healthcare industry, let people see doctors for cheaper and more accessibly. And I think their focus on things like increased access to mental health services is extremely novel and definitely underserved in the US. Combining that with efforts in AI and analytics, and I think this is one that will definitely start to help change the healthcare industry, and as a result is definitely one of the next big things. So those are my picks for the top 10 next big thing stocks, but I want to hear what you think in the comments below. What are some of your top 10 next big thing stocks and SPACs? And how are you investing for 2021? Don't forget to join the 10X tribe in the link below, and I look forward to discussing some of these opportunities with you. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.